Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon, and we're going to talk about tabletop gaming. We're going to talk about Wizards of the Coast naming a new head over there at Hasbro, and the new boss at Wizards of the Coast is coming from Microsoft. This is kind of interesting because the new CEO of Hasbro came from Microsoft. Now, it could be that they knew each other from work, you know, they might have had a working relationship, or it could be that there might be something else going on. And I'm gonna speculate. This is all conjecture. So before people jump me for this one, I'm going to speculate that it is possible that Hasbro could sell off Wizards of the Coast to Microsoft. Sounds crazy, does it? Does it really? I mean, come on, we know that there have been a lot of acquisitions lately in the video game space. Sony bought Bungie, and of course, the big one was Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard for almost $70 billion. And Sony has said that they're looking to acquire more IP as well. So maybe Sony could be a player in this. But my money, the smart money, I think at this point, is on Microsoft possibly buying Wizards of the Coast off of Hasbro. And before you say, hey, that's not going to happen, D&D is incredibly profitable, and D&D is bigger than it's ever been. And in some cases, that is true. But there have been rumors going back 3 or 4 years now that Hasbro is looking to give Wizards of the Coast a lot of curbside appeal, and that the end game is that they want to sell off Wizards of the Coast. It would make sense, really, for them to sell Wizards of the Coast to Microsoft, especially with Microsoft trying to buy IP, and then at that point, D&D becomes, you know, another notch in the belt. They've already got Warcraft, they've got, you know, StarCraft, you know, so many games. They came with the Activision Blizzard acquisition, and they would also have Magic the Gathering and D&D. Again, with Microsoft, exclusive content for Xbox and PC. And it sounds kind of wild, but if you start to look at the bigger picture here, right now that these game companies are absolutely buying up IP, it makes sense that they would buy up the most recognizable tabletop brand on the planet. Again, pure conjecture on my part, but something is definitely going on. So we're going to talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 256,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. We have been talking more and more about Dungeons & Dragons lately because I'm not a big fan of where they've been going with it. You know, to be honest, D&D has become very quote-unquote woke lately. And they've been chasing the Tumblr crowd. Now, they've been doing well financially, especially during the pandemic. So, you know, I can't say that what they're doing is hurting their bottom line. They might be driving away older gamers, but casuals and of course, you know, the Tumblr crowd absolutely love what they're doing. Definitely not my thing. 5e is definitely not my thing. But what's interesting is that the new boss at Hasbro, who was in charge of Wizards of the Coast during the quote-unquote woke years, okay, Chris Cox, yes, he worked for Microsoft. He worked in the gaming division at Microsoft, and he brought in Cynthia Williams, also from Microsoft. Hasbro's named Cynthia Williams as the new head of Wizards of the Coast, with Tim Fields named as new vice president and general manager for the subsidiary's digital gaming division. Remember, a couple of months ago, Hasbro reorganized, and they started focusing more on digital gaming. And they decided that Wizards of the Coast was going to get into more digital gaming. Curbside appeal for a sale. You sell a company when it's the most valuable, not when it's failing, unless you absolutely have to. Williams comes from Microsoft, where she served as the general manager and vice president of the gaming ecosystem commercial team. That's a long title. And helped drive the expansion of Xbox gaming. Xbox gaming. Williams also worked for Amazon as part of their e-commerce direct-to-consumer business. Meanwhile, Fields was previously the CEO of Kabam Games, the developer of Marvel Contest of Champions, Disney Mirrorverse, Fast and Furious, and Transformers Forged to Fight, so he's got some Hasbro experience. Fields previously worked for Capcom, Microsoft, and Electronic Arts in a variety of leadership positions. Again, video game people. They're bringing video game people in to run Wizards of the Coast. This is not an accident, in my opinion. They're putting the team together. In a press release announcing the changes, Fields was also noted to be a Magic the Gathering and D&D player. While that is helpful, Williams will replace current Wizards of the Coast president Chris Cox, who was named CEO of Hasbro after the unfortunate death of Brian Goldner. He died last year, I think it was last year, cancer. I don't think anybody knew he was sick, until he couldn't hide it anymore. Cox led Wizards to become a cornerstone of Hasbro's business, with the division achieving record-breaking profits thanks to Magic the Gathering and D&D. Last year, Hasbro reorganized. This is important, guys. There's something going on. Last year, Hasbro reorganized its company to give Wizards a larger portfolio, with the division tapped to expand its digital gaming division. They want to turn Wizards of the Coast into a video game publisher, right? And they're going to be publishing like G.I. Joe games and stuff like that. Who would possibly want to buy a video game publisher with popular IP? I mean, they're already making a D&D TV show now, another TV show. The word on the street, as I understand it from Twitter, is that they're going to lean heavily into the old animated series, which I think is awesome news. I'm sure they'll probably destroy it, but, hey, I'll give them the benefit of a doubt, right? It's got to be better than the live-action movie. It's got to be better than the live-action movie. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, they're making TV shows, very popular RPG brand. D&D has become an RPG brand, and God knows Sony and Microsoft are gobbling up everything they can get their hands on. In a statement announcing the moves, Chris Cox spoke of the expertise both Williams and Fields brings to digital gaming. They join at an exciting and dynamic time, and Wizards of the Coast, as well as Hasbro, will greatly benefit from their skill and experience. Cynthia brings a deep understanding of technology and e-commerce. Why is that important for tabletop gaming? Oh, yeah, right, you're going to sell the company, and she's already worked for Microsoft. Along with cloud and console-based gaming, she has a proven track record across Microsoft and Amazon of scaling businesses to drive profitable growth. Her experience is highly complementary to Tim's, who brings to Wizards unmatched production experience and a demonstrated ability to accelerate the growth of brands in mobile gaming. Yeah, I'm just saying. They're turning Wizards of the Coast into a video game publisher. They've been talking for 3 to 4 years about prepping the division for sale, because Hasbro wants to focus on core products, core brands, and right now, again, you strike when the iron is hot. I don't think they see a long-term future necessarily for Dungeons and Dragons, but I mean, these rumors have been going on for years. This is nothing new. This isn't me pulling it out of my ass. Rumors have been all over the place that they are going to sell Wizards of the Coast. I've heard back channel that Hasbro has not been particularly happy with some of the shenanigans going on with Dungeons and Dragons. They're not happy with the audience that's been attracted. They want to make a profit, obviously, and a lot of the culture around D&D right now is Twitter culture, Tumblr culture, and they'd rather just wash their hands of the whole thing. That's what I've heard. I can't substantiate if that is how the people in charge over there feel. I mean, again, all of the wokeness would have happened on Chris Cox's watch, but I'm telling you guys, Sony and Microsoft, and I'm heavily leaning toward Microsoft, are looking for acquisitions. I mean, look at this. Sony is buying Bungie for $3.6 billion. Take-Two bought Zynga. I didn't even know Zynga was still around. Of course, Microsoft bought Activision Blizzard. They're all consolidating. They are. And Microsoft and Sony are both on a buying spree, and you've got people there that have extensive experience with Microsoft and Xbox? I think it could totally happen. I do. There's definitely something going on. There's a reason they're putting this team together with all of this video game experience. And, you know, Hasbro is not in a position to compete head-to-head with Microsoft or Sony, but they absolutely would take their money if offered enough money for Wizards, I think. Again, just a theory, just conjecture, but something's going on. I'm going to wrap this up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.